Yeah, I inherited it.
Crime?
18.
Right now? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Hawkeye. We're now into episode 2, which is called Hide and Seek. So the season started off with us being introduced to the new character of Kate. We see her origin story of how she was there all those years ago when the aliens attacked New York. Unfortunately, it resulted in the death of her father, who she was closer to, it looked like, out of her two parents. And now, as an adult, she's done a lot of training in different ways because she was inspired by seeing the original Hawkeye in action all those years ago. And after a series of events, she managed to come across the Ronin suit that Hawkeye, aka Clint, wore during his dark times. And she started to do a few things in it, and Clint caught it and was wondering who was running around with his suit. So she's now finally met the man that she's basically modeled a lot of her life after, but clearly Clint has no idea who she is and no idea why she's doing what she's doing. I'm looking forward to getting into this episode, but before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you will enjoy this reaction, and if you do, you'll think about hitting that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I react to the rest of this series. I've reacted to all of the Disney Plus Marvel series thus far, so you can check those out as well, and I'll be reacting to pretty much anything else that they put out in this vein because I've been loving it. And if you have been here before, thank you so much for coming back, and hey, come on. If you've been here a few times, I think you're ready to commit. Let's do this, all right? Let's walk down the proverbial subscription aisle, and let's just do this, all right? Let's start the new year together. All right. That out of the way, guys, let's get into episode 2 right about now.
You're a Hawkeye.
Shh, so loud.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Here, take this.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Come with me, I'm fine.
Come with me. Come on.
So I saw a dead body.
Let's wait.
Back there, and
Don't worry about it.
The way he's like, I'm so used to dealing with people who've been through traumatic events at this point that I just go on to plan B. We'll talk about the logistics later. Okay, Clint, I know. He's like, I just wanted to have a peaceful weekend with my kids, and here I am dealing with another kid that ain't even mine.
Yeah, I inherited it.
Crime?
18.
Right now?
Where'd you get the suit?
Black market auction?
You bought it.
No, not exactly.
Borrowed it illegally?
You told nobody about this suit?
No,
There's no way you're connected to this suit whatsoever.
that's right.
I need you to be sure.
I am.
Certain.
Yes.
The Praxis must have followed you from the auction to where I found you. Did you stop anywhere before that?
Your house.
I just dropped off the dog.
Seriously, how old are you? Molotov cocktails? Like, what are you, 5?
Grab the dog and go.
Wait, what about the suit?
Leave it. Come back for it.
Or hope it burns. I feel like that suit needs to go. I mean, like you said, it's just gonna create more problems.
So what's the plan now?
There is no plan. Calm down.
Is there one in your safe house? Is it an Avengers Tower?
No. Tony sold that a few years ago.
Did you forget Tony died? And that his wife would have no use for it? Probably brings a lot of bad memories at the moment.
Stash me? I'm a pack of money.
No, you're not. That can money be useful to me. Thanks. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting. I'm sure Kate's gonna become more likable. She's very annoying at the moment, though. The fact that this is actually as easy as he's making it look is a little scary. Also, don't people know his face? Because he never wore a mask or anything. In fairness, he wasn't exactly the flashiest Avenger, so people probably weren't looking out for Clint back in the day. Has the suit already been pulled as evidence? LARPers? Ah, LARPers stole the suit. Got it. I mean, it is a fine suit, but ooh, that suit's gonna get people killed.
Since when did everybody start saying I love you to everybody all the time?
That was my mom.
Right?
Since when did your heart shrink 3 sizes?
When a little girl in ninja costume stole my Christmas?
Quite frankly.
You're taking it off?
Yeah, it's on wrong. I'm just gonna rip it off with a band-aid, okay? Ready, 1, 2, oh.
Can tell he has kids.
So we clean up?
Oh, I started to describe what I could remember of the tracksuit's faces.
I guess you're not an art major.
Damn.
I would offer.
Look, it's not one of your strengths.
So,
Why is he in charge? He's an idiot.
I may be an idiot, but I got seniority. When you guys land, come on.
Birth order. Makes no sense, but that's what we go by.
No.
I love you, Dad.
Oh!
Love you more.
You still need to sign. So it's like Clint 100% deaf? I thought it was like just some hearing loss, but
What's going on? Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing.
girls are always the perceptive ones.
Okay? Now, you're in charge. You always have been. You always will be. Okay? Look after these boys.
I was about to say, I feel like she's the one who's gonna have to keep an eye on both of them.
Okay?
In my experience, teenage girls they tend to be a bit more responsible than teenage boys.
Witnesses saw a mysterious figure leaving the scene.
That mysterious figure being you?
Wondering.
What was that you were saying about you didn't go anywhere else?
wait, they think I'm that vigilante?
In less than 24 hours, you've been on the news twice. Impressive.
Right.
No, it's just so I can hear you. And to be clear, not because I want to, just because I need to.
What happened?
Oh,
Hard to tell.
so it was several things, a build-up. Got it. I mean, he has been around a lot of explosions, and he is just human. Just meaning, like, not super, so.
Miss Everdeen, let's go.
Not the reference to Hunger Games. A crossover?
Ninjas. You know, if all goes as planned today, Kate, this is probably going to be the last time we see each other.
The only thing you've taught me is how to lose a tail. I must already knew that.
Did I take you on as an apprentice?
Probably had advantage of word. Emergencies only, or I'll block and bleed you.
Nah. Dead serious.
Christmas.
All right,
Okay?
go.
So not the last time you're gonna see her.
No, please don't.
I can explain. Can we talk without the interloper? Please.
No, it makes perfect sense that she would be hostile. She likely feels displaced by me, and she's testing our new dynamic.
Oh God, don't psychobabble right in front of me. Mansplain my feelings.
Firm bound.
The fact that he's gotta go to a LARPing convention. I'm deceased.
What are the rules?
I somehow knew he was gonna end up having to LARP.
Thank you.
Okay, good. He has to do the helmet. That hair looked atrocious. How do you have a ninja costume when this is clearly a medieval story? Like, there were no ninjas in medieval times. All right, Clint, let him know. This ain't your first LARP. The Ronin is back. No, not the easy lean.
I can take this pretend sword, and you pretend to die. And I take that suit. Or I'm gonna real punch you, and you're gonna real fall down. And I take that suit.
He said real fall down.
You're a superhero in real life. This is as close as I'm ever gonna get to being one.
Let him have it.
Just work with me. Let me kill you.
Take the L. Take the L.
All right, cool. Just make it quick. Yeah. What? No, you gotta make it look real. We gotta have trial by combat.
I knew he was gonna add amendments. I just knew it. This is kind of funny because it's also like on a much deeper level, kind of like Clint versus the darkest version of himself, even though this is like a completely hyperbolized and fantasy version.
You ready? I'm ready.
Well done. Victory swipe looked very, very convincing. He's like, have I sold being dead long enough?
Yeah, can't have that show up on my credit card.
No, they will charge.
It's like they dead ass.
Oh, I'm grilled.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Clearly didn't care. It is interesting though, because Clint is very dissociated from the whole life. You can see, like, I understand him not wanting to be like into the whole fan culture thing, but at the same time, it's like he's kind of wanting to dissociate himself from like being an Avenger, which is interesting.
What's the play?
Little catch release.
One of Nat's old moves.
I like that he can be like fully honest with his wife about this. Is it gonna be a situation where we're gonna have to be like, whoopsie, I accidentally killed your fiance. We're rich, we'll clean it up. That was cute. Like, okay, whatever. But don't underestimate him. Especially since he wanted to get his hands on Clint's sword.
I prefer a fiance with 4 limbs, please. Stop letting me win.
I'm not. Honest, I mean, 2-time state champ, right?
You did start with the flax.
I'm an open book. Right, darling?
Got him.
She tried to stab you in the face.
No, I knew he would parry. What I was trying to do was prove that he is lying, which I successfully did.
She's got a point.
I cannot believe you.
I always worry about mothers that don't believe their children.
How many people get murdered by sword each year in New York? I'm gonna go ahead and guess 0.
Kate, it's sweet that you're worried, but just remember, I'm the mom. It's my job.
Sweet?
I'm not a little kid
And you're not a super.
That's your kid. Her mom's a bird.
And in a few years you'll look up and I promise you will be happy where you are. I promise.
What? Have you heard a word your daughter said?
Is behind us.
Butterscotch.
Ew. He was there that night, though.
Okay. Love you.
How are mothers this stupid? There's no way. Like, if your kid is that creeped out by somebody, like, you'd have to take a pause. I understand she's grown and not living in your house anymore, but come on now.
Easy, easy. She wants him alive.
Who's she? I can't believe he took that hit just to find out who's in charge. This is your fault, Kate. Ma'am is just trying to retire. Can't even hear nothing. That was a long-ass password. Look at her with her little fancy schmancy tack. What's so silly is that she actually thinks that she needs to rescue Clint.
I know you kid. So don't kid, okay? Because it was getting very hard to find place. Now, old warehouses are being converted into lofts, so how can I get something better?
Yes, okay.
But
Bishop is guy, bro.
Bishop is not guy.
Bishop is guy in court.
That was a great line. Kate Bishop is guy, bro. I gotta have that. That's like the tagline of the episode.
look at me, okay? Because I'm interrogating you right now, bro. Really.
I can't with him right now.
Interrogating you, so look at us, okay?
The nagging wife can't stop.
Where's Kate Bishop?
Who are you talking about?
She's about to announce herself. Leave her there. She just doesn't know when to stop, huh?
Look what you did.
I was just trying to help, okay?
Yeah, but...
Don't talk.
Right. You're trying to help the 30-plus-year veteran in this work. Okay. Yeah, I think she can read your lips. And that's how we end? That's it? Okay, well, we don't get to know more about her just yet, I guess. All right, that's it. Okay, guys, well, that was episode 2 called Hide and Seek. And, well, Kate lost this game. Bless her heart. Look, this is going to be one of those series that I know I'm going to find a bit of a challenge in giving Kate the benefit of the doubt, because I get her tenacity. I get where the eagerness is coming from, but it just is always, it never ceases to amaze me how people don't take into account that people like Clint, like the Avengers was, God, can you believe in the movie time? The first Avengers was back in 2012, kids. Like, it's been a minute. It's been almost 10 years. And that was just with him being in the Avengers. Clint was doing his Hawkeye stuff long before that. So the fact that she was, bless her heart, arrogant enough to think that she would need to rescue Clint, she who has no experience, she who, as Clint brought out earlier in the episode, managed to get herself on the news twice and linked to a murder. Like I said, bless her hubris. And of course, I don't want her to get easily discouraged either, because you can't be a superhero in this game and get easily discouraged. But she just needs to take a few breaths. This wasn't necessary. Clint told you he would get back to you. If Clint needed your help, he'd ask for your help. But at the same time, I also know that Clint is being a little bit stubborn right now. He definitely is I wouldn't say he's condescending, but he's definitely underestimating Kate. He hasn't really seen her in action too much outside of the little bit of fighting he saw against the tracksuit gang, as he called them. She does have potential, there's no doubt about that. We know she's got a lot of training, but there's a big difference between training in a dojo or in a fencing ring or in a wrestling arena where everything's controlled and there are rules and there are people who are willing to stop and who aren't actually trying to kill you versus, you know, going up against aliens and Thanos. Like, it's just, the depth of field here is not even comparable at the moment. And also, I think the other big thing that's coming up here is that the only real partner that he's ever worked with was Natasha. And Natasha was a trained professional since she was a toddler. So, of course, she didn't make the same mistakes. Of course, probably from the very first time he ever worked with her, she was a well-oiled machine that did nothing but help to elevate his game. But Kate's not there yet. She's significantly younger. She does not have that same level of training, but she definitely has the heart and the passion. Honestly, the relationship between Kate and her mom is a bit sad and disappointing to me. I'm understanding a lot more now why she's clinging so hard to this ideal that she set up of being this protector, because I think it's tied more so to her dad. And we saw, like I said, first episode, that her and her dad were like this. Her mom, it's like, it's not that there's no love there, but we see that her mom just really doesn't seem to take the time to really understand Kate. And again, we don't know enough about the mom, so I'm trying not to be too hard on her. I mean, I was a bit judgy of her in the episode, but it was more so because it's very clear that she doesn't listen to Kate. And that makes me very sad whenever I see that with a parent and a child relationship. So I think as the series goes on, especially since it's centered around Christmas, we're going to see potentially, hopefully, Kate's mom really start to stop and think about who her daughter really is and not just see all of the traits of her father that I think that are coming through that the mom maybe wasn't particularly the most fond of, because we saw that they were arguing in the first episode as well. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it's going to tie into the greater universe. I feel like it has to somehow, because all these shows have had some type of leaning into it. I mean, outside of course, Kate taking over for Hawkeye, but we'll have to see if there's any greater meaning or anything else that we see that are maybe in Easter eggs that kind of line all the other stuff that we've seen on the Marvel Disney Plus side together. So I enjoyed watching this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and we will see you in the next episode.